Hi, my name is Jerry Clark. I'm actually the CRPA's training coordinator here. We're going to introduce you to how to clean a semi-automatic pistol. So this happens to be a semi-automatic pistol, older version. Just make sure that when you do this, that I have no magazine and my chamber is clear. So I have actually had myself and my cameraman have actually cleared this. So what you need to do here is you can take this apart. Not necessary, but you can. If that's the case, we're going to push this pin right here. We're going to pull the slide back and the pin will come out. Barrel will come off, slide will come off. So what we have here is we have a brush that I actually purchased at one of the gun shows. I actually like these better than using the rods, but that's your choice. Then I also have what we refer to as the daubers, which I actually purchased at the gun shows also. And then any of the brushes. So I always kind of bring out all of my brushes. So I have a stainless steel brush here. I have a nylon brush here. And I have a brass brush here, depending upon what you need. Now, I always have a small screwdriver with me, and that's to make sure that I check my grips to make sure that they're still nice and tight. So what you want to do, and if you're going to do your cleaning in the field, it's always a good idea to get yourself a bore snake, just like so, okay? So a bore snake is great for the field. I wouldn't suggest taking this apart in the field. If you're competent and you're courageous, be my guest. But like I said, I wouldn't suggest that. So what you need to do is, the first thing that I always do is make sure that I brush the barrel first. So what you want to do is just make sure that you run the brush down the barrel like so. Okay, get it nice and clean. This hasn't been shot very often, so it is actually pretty clean by itself. Then I always use the dauber. Now with the daubers, I always spray a little bit of solvent on them. And what I do is just run the dauber down the barrel, just like so. And all it's going to do is just nice and clean. As you can see, it's a little dirty, not terrible. So what you want to do is run that. Now, the one thing that you want to make sure that you do every time is you want to use some type of gun oil, okay? So you can actually take the dauber, spray a little gun oil on it, and you can run it back down the barrel just like so, okay? So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have this nice and clean. Now, if you want to use a regular rod and a brush, this is a smaller version. I actually like this better than digging out all the big rods. But when you do get done doing this, let's make sure that you take the time and you wipe down the firearm with an oil rag. This is an oil rag that's already been oiled. Just wipe it down nice and easy. Wipe everything off. Now, I would highly recommend that you actually keep your gloves on until you're done cleaning your firearm and putting it away. That way you don't put any fingerprints on it, and you don't know how long you're going to have it put away for. So you want to keep all of the oils off of your skin away from the firearm itself. So the one thing that you do need to make sure is that if you're going to be cleaning your firearm like this, let's make sure that you have no ammunition and the magazines are nowhere to be found on this table. Now, we can clean the magazines after we get done putting this away. That's fantastic. Like I said, just make sure that you have no magazine and you make sure that the breech is open and there's nothing chambered. Then you cannot make any mistakes and harm anybody while you're cleaning your firearm.